Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to our first of two live broadcasts. Last night, we talked about perfect storm of opportunity for all of you that are in network marketing. Business professionals from all kinds of industries, network marketers, and thousands of companies. And everybody on LinkedIn is in the middle of a perfect storm of opportunity, and everybody is rushing to LinkedIn. LinkedIn is growing faster than ever before in its 21-year history. More than 10 million people are joining. Professionals joining LinkedIn in record numbers have created a tidal wave of activity that is changing the landscape in LinkedIn. And what is wrong with my mouse? LinkedIn is adding 10 million professional users every month. There is no shortage of opportunities for you to talk to people. Its growth has forced them to make significant format and rule changes. The corporate landscape is undergoing major economic shifts. More businesses have closed this year than ever before. Retail chains are closing. These shifts are driving experienced professionals on LinkedIn to actively seek new income opportunities, and many of them are now keenly interested in what you and your business can offer. They're waiting to talk to you. So, today is the last day of October. Tomorrow is the beginning of a new month. And I am genuinely excited to be sharing with you some new tactics, some new scripts that are especially powerful over the holiday season. November and December can be your busiest months. There are new texting tactics that revolve around the holidays that will enable you to attract people to you. My happy birthday strategy for years is one of the most effective, popular tactics that works so well that many of my students change their birthday 2 or 3 times a year. But at the end of the day, with this landscape constantly changing, the one thing that you need to be asking yourself, how many people am I talking to? How many people that I'm talking to are enrolling in my business? I bring up success stories of people that are signing up 5, 10, 15 people a month. And frankly, you could be doing the same thing. You can experience explosive growth in your business in November and December, and your business does not slow down over the holidays unless you slow down. Business closings, inflation, and the rising cost of everything is causing more people to jump on LinkedIn because they need or want to find a way to generate more income, either on a full-time or part-time basis. LinkedIn now has 1,130,000,000 professionals. Every day, people are joining LinkedIn. In November and December, you've got more social events, more parties, family get-togethers than the whole rest of the year put together. And so the mindset of people change right after Halloween. Family get-togethers, traveling, presents, all come to the forefront over these 2 months. Combining all of these factors results in two important things. One, people will spend more money. And two, people will need more money. People are looking to pay off their credit cards, and they're going to incur more credit card debt in the next 2 months. With that in mind, understand that more people will be seeking part-time work, look to find a better paying job, or look to find ways to make money from home in the next 2 months than at any other time of the year. When I was building a network marketing business, I used the project launch script to sign up 5 people 4 days in a row right after Christmas. Now, there are new prospecting and recruiting strategies, tactics, and scripts being introduced in the November boot camp for the first time. For those of you that were in the October boot camp, we gave you a little taste. But things have taken place, changed on LinkedIn specifically, that are going to open up more opportunities to talk to people. Now, our scripts book is fully integrated with Max GPT, and I get asked all the time. Excuse me. I get asked all the time if I've got Max GPT, why do I need to be in your boot camp? And I want to remind you that they're different. Max GPT was set up to provide all of you with scripts, what to say to a prospect. Doesn't tell you how to adjust your profile, doesn't help you with profile creation at all. When it comes to searching for prospects, again, none of that. And in boot camps, historically, we come up with new scripts, with new tactics as I work with boot camp participants. And a lot of the strategies and scripts that we're going to be introducing in the month of November are different than what we talked about in October or September. And they won't make Max GPT for a couple of weeks. Brand new strategies, newly revised strategies, things are changing, new project launch strategies, and new chat examples. Had a great one 2 days ago that I really can't wait to share with all of you. Case study examples that end in sales. Now, one of the things that you're going to experience when you're following my scripts, we send our prospect the connection message. And that first initial message, brilliant. It ensures that the person on the other end is going to accept your connection. The second message, when you thank them for accepting the connection, you pay them a compliment. And then we ask a simple question. How long have you been on LinkedIn? How's it working for you? And when they come back, and tell you how long, but then they tell you it's not working all that well for them. That's when you're going to that's when you're going to use the profile advice script. You look at their profile, see what's missing, see what help you could give them, suggestions you could give them to improve their profile. I'm going to give you a couple of examples. And then the relationship with you and them really grows. We're also going to be introducing new scripts that recruit network marketing leaders, top earners, and influencers. You can search for them by their company. New scripts that recruit leaders, top earners, and influence professionals by their profession and their skills. Professionals with circles of influence are leaving companies because companies are going out of business. And how to recruit orphan network marketers that are going to be open to joining your business. So let me go over to LinkedIn. Now, if you remember, LinkedIn made some changes, and I had Recruiter Lite. And let me just go over there. So with catch up, the problem I was having was if I go to click on this, I no longer have a way to attach anything, and I no longer have a way to check and see what our conversation history is. So here's the way around it. You got this up on your screen. Take your mouse, put it over their picture, right click, and open it. Okay. So let me repeat what I just did. From the notice right here, take your mouse, put it over their name, over their picture, I'm sorry, and open it up. You're doing it over their picture. All right? Now, from here, you send a message. Now you have your conversation history. Shoot it over. Then you use the holiday script, birthday script. Oops. Send it. Now, everybody has a story. And whenever I get a chance, I enjoy sharing stories. So let me share Katie's story with you. It's got to be about maybe, wow, 16 years ago. I was working with Katie. She was in an Amway, and she, a nurse, very, very successful, entrepreneurial, yoga instructor, personal trainer. And what happened with Katie was Katie jumped into boot camp, and then we started working together one-on-one. She lived in Las Vegas, and she also had a home in Los Angeles. And as she was building an Amway business, her business really took off when she started working with me. She became the poster child for the diamonds in Vegas and the diamonds in LA. Network marketing leaders love to point to successful people, to use them as examples of what's possible for everybody else. And she was rising the ranks in Amway, constantly being invited to speak, constantly being invited to train. And then something happened. As she was approaching the diamond level in Amway, when she hit diamond, she was going to break away from the diamonds in Vegas. Not in LA, but the diamonds in Vegas. And so they stopped talking about her. They stopped inviting her up on stage. They stopped acknowledging how her business was growing. They basically ignored her, because as soon as she hit diamond, they were going to lose her entire organization. It was going to drop out. You think that's not right, but it is what it is. And so I told her, I says, Katie, so what? Just hit diamond, start doing your own thing. But she's a very straight-laced, principled person. And she says, this is a part of this mentality, this company, that I can't accept. So she quit. So she walks away from me. And she did some research. It's important that whatever company you work with, number one, you have to be passionate about the products in the company, passionate to the point that you tell people about them even if you weren't getting paid. Second, you have to be working with somebody that's successful, that knows how to use social media. And third, you have to have good online tools. Well, 12 years ago, LinkedIn was nothing to talk about. Your activity was primarily on Facebook. However, she found the company that she liked. She loved the products. And for all intents and purposes, she was an orphan because of the organization she joined. Nobody knew how to use Facebook to build a business. But it was okay because she had me. And in no time at all, without going back to the Amway people, because once you understand how to do this, it's easy to go out and connect with people. She was a nurse, yoga instructor. There were plenty of people that she could reach out, connect with. So she went to town, and in 4 months, approaching 5 months, she was right there. August, she was one level from the top. We expected that in September, she was going to make it. They had their national convention, I should say, international convention in Vegas in August. And at the end of the month, they got shut down by the Federal Trade Commission. There were some things going on. Give you some background history. I was working with a number of other people in the company. The company was Vima. And one of the top earners, I showed him how to recruit out of the universities. So he recruited a young man named Alex Morton out of Arizona State University, who joined Vima. And the strategy was you could reach out to college students and show them a way to make side money that instead of working at a Burger King or at a Denny's or in a department store. And LinkedIn was active, didn't have all the features that they had. But Katie was able to go up, show me all of the nurses. Now, obviously, there were fewer nurses. There are 6 million nurses. There's a lot more people on LinkedIn today than back then. But you could still do this. She could go over to Arizona State University. You go to the school. And then you go to the alumni. So there's more than 500,000 alumni. And you could see where they work, where they live, what they do, what they're skilled at, what they studied, how you're connected to them. And by filtering here, first and foremost, you want to filter this down. So if I was looking for somebody that went to Arizona State University, let's knock it down 4 years. Look how that number 557,000 drops. Didn't drop that much. In 2016. That's kind of interesting. Everything's changing. Anyway, what you would do is you're looking for people. What do they do? So there's 36,000 people in sales. Click on that. Starbucks, Amazon. And you pull up the people. So they created a team called the YPR, Young People's Revolution. And in less than 4 years, Alex became $1 million earner in Vima. Marty Weeworker was a coaching student, good friend. And Marty was thrilled because, again, you could pick anybody that worked at a Burger King, worked in a retail store. And the strategy was you could make more money in network marketing than the part-time money you're making while you're going to school. And you can do it when you want. It's a lot more convenient. It's a lot easier. Well, their group, the Young People's Revolution, literally traveled across the country, went to other universities. It was huge. And then, and I warned them about it, kind of got out of control because you're talking to kids that are in college. And so they started to use sales tactics like, what are you going to college for? To be a teacher. If you're lucky, you can make $60,000, $70,000 a year as a teacher. You can make 2 or 3 times that in network marketing. And so that became the emphasis. And they got into trouble with the Federal Trade Commission. So what happened to Katie? Just as she was going to hit diamond, the company crashed. Well, she still had plenty of other things to do. Still had other things to do. So she stepped out of it for a couple of years, reconnected with Pat Anderson and Zija, and went back to work. She loves the products. And then the second year she was in Zija was taken over by Isagenix. Things changed. Still passionate about the products. Everybody has a story. All of you are in the process of writing your own story. And doesn't matter what you do. Doesn't matter what business you're in. At the end of the day, the most important thing for all of you is you need to be talking to people. Every day that you don't talk to at least 5 or 10 people is a lost day. If I come down here, let's look at Peter. birthday, email. Let me unmute Peter.
Good morning, Max.
Good morning, Peter. How's everything going?
Well, I've been focusing more on Facebook lately
Okay.
because I don't have I have upgraded with the LinkedIn.
I'm sorry, I missed what did you say?
I said I'm doing more Facebook lately.
Okay. Well, that's, perfectly okay. In fact, let's see what you're doing on Facebook.
Let's see, it's P Note 1. P Note 1. No, it's not. P Note 1. Yeah, second one right there. P Note. Peter Note, yeah.
Okay. So you're still doing solar?
Yes, I'm still doing solar.
Well, how's business?
Um, Not that good.
You're kidding me.
Yeah.
Kidding me. Not that good. Where are you located?
I'm in Texas.
Um, well, okay. So first of all, not that good. Florida, the whole west coast of Florida just went through two hurricanes. I'm going to mute you. Okay. The state of Florida went through two hurricanes. One of my best friends, who was $1 million earner in the company, lived in Modere Beach. The first hurricane put 8 feet of water in her home. She lived on the beach. When the hurricane was over, she brought in a crew. They literally rebuilt the house, pulled everything out, put in new appliances, new everything, and boom. Week and a half after everything's done, another hurricane comes, 12 feet of water. So you got all those houses, all the damage, all the roofs. In fact, I'm working with somebody now that's in another that works in solar. So you just come back over here. Now you could certainly use LinkedIn, if nothing else, to find people to communicate with them on Facebook. But if your business is bad or it's not doing as well as you'd like it to do, you're killing it on LinkedIn. By the way, nationwide wealth is spelled wrong. You're missing an L. Let's come down and look at all right, so you're posting. Well, this was 2 months ago. This is the way you communicate with people. You've already got, you're connected to over 8,000 people. All right. So come up here and let's take a look at all the people that you could be talking to about solar, about what you do. For one thing, roofers. Got 155,000 roofers. People that are rebuilding their homes with insurance money can put your solar panels. So we do construction. I should go back to roofer. You go over here to Florida. Got 5,700 roofers in Florida. Or Tampa. Well, just look in Tampa. You got 1,000 roofers in Tampa. That's just roofers. How about construction? In Florida, you got 42,000 people. There's 14 different words that you could be using. Talk to the business. Business is there. Florida. It's one state. Let me look. Josie. So I'm trying to, okay, so well, I don't have to ask how you're doing on LinkedIn because I know this isn't working. Let me look at Wesley. So Wesley, how are you doing?
Hey Max, how you doing? I'm okay. Just
Good.
coming along today. Today's my birthday.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, yep. I'm trick-or-treating today. Yeah.
So if you're trick-or-treating, let me come back over here to my network. Come over here to catch up. Birthdays.
A couple people to visit. Okay. Quite a few.
Well,
Yeah. Gotta reach out.
there
Yeah.
you are. There you go. So you're getting much activity from that? People,
Yes.
uh-huh. Now the key is to just review who these people are.
Okay.
Just because somebody's wishing you a happy birthday doesn't mean you're gonna have time to react and respond to all of them. Or for that matter, are you gonna have, you only want to react and respond to the people that you see some potential.
Yeah.
On the other hand, when you're going to reach out to other people that you're connected to, it's important before you wish someone a happy birthday. Just because it's their birthday doesn't mean that they're active.
Okay.
So, we take a look at this one here, Tony YTB. All right. Now, YTB Travel was in and out of business. So we come down here, see there's nothing here.
Right. He's not active.
And so wishing him a happy birthday would be a complete waste of your time.
Mhm.
The end of the day, it all comes down to how many people you're talking to. I'm going to bring up I love success stories, and I'm going to share this one with you because all of you can be doing the same thing. Now, everybody's got a story. All of you have stories. And it's going to be stories, your story, that is going to help you bring people into your business. So Dan initially had purchased a cleaning franchise, $150,000. And it was kind of unique. They cleaned with drones. And then he hurt himself. So he was recruited into Melaleuca by one of their top earners. With his cleaning business, you only get paid when you clean. Network marketing, you get paid month after month after month that people buy the service. And then his sponsor died, becomes an orphan. So he came to me and says, Max, can you help me get customers for my cleaning business? The reason I'm sharing his story is you can get customers for anything. You have to know who you're looking for. Who would be an ideal customer? This is what happened with Dan. Hey, Dan, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Like I've heard from a lot of students in the last 2 or 3 days. Last time we spoke, you had used the training that you got from me to expand your franchise business. And I think you said that, you know, now they kind of brought you and made you partner.
Yeah, they have actually, Max. Through using your system, one of the things that happened for me is that I learned how to contact people on LinkedIn. And some of those contacts became so powerful that I was able to close a major account with Verizon Wireless that we signed a contract for $20 million. That is to clean cell phone towers. But since then, we've also made contact with people that manage the municipal water towers and water treatment facilities. And in doing so, I mean, it has blown up my business. And it's like I said before, you know, I never would have known how to contact people on LinkedIn. I never would have known to even use LinkedIn for that sort of thing if it hadn't been that I came across you through somebody when I was in networking. If I was in network marketing. And I know a lot of people use it for network marketing, but it can be for anything. Just learning how to contact people is the biggest thing. It has been so powerful. It's just unbelievable that last year I was struggling financially. And then by the end of the year and this year, I will make over $2 million. It's unbelievable. I mean, it's like unbelievable. It's actually one of those things that was like, it's like one of those things I wasn't sure I believed it until it happened.
Now, I'll give you a little bit background. He connected with an engineer in Verizon Wireless. They had some similar interest. Conversation. What do you do? I'm an engineer and with Verizon Wireless, I work in their cell phone division. What do you do? I've got a cleaning business. It's kind of unique. We clean with aerial drones. Really? You ever cleaned any cell phone towers? No, but we could. Really? So that engineer introduces him to tells the supervisor who literally worked up the chain. He got the connection on LinkedIn. Ultimately, the people that he was going to do business with in Verizon were also on LinkedIn. It's the same concept as if you met an unhappy network marketer in a company who brought you because you impressed them, because they liked you, who brought you to his upline, a whale, and you brought him into the business. It all starts with connecting with people, contacting people correctly. This is a follow-up.
The biggest thing was learning how to communicate with people online, people I didn't know, and being able to make contacts and turn those contacts into something that I could utilize and doing it the right way instead of, you know, a lot of people just send out a message when they first get on there. But what I learned from you was to build that relationship, and that relationship, whether you're network marketing or building a regular business like I am now, is crucial. And what I do is I own an exterior cleaning company. And, you know, when I set that up, I was pretty much just the first franchise other. And I'm now a partner of the corporation. So I actually need to change that as I'm now a partner with this company, of the other two people that are involved. And what we've done is we've taken an exterior cleaning company and we took it to the next level by first, due to an injury that I had, I fell 20 feet. I broke both of my feet and had to have surgery to have my feet put back together. And now, blessed as I am, because I walk well and no one would know it if I did not tell them that I had broken both of my feet March of last year. And after that, we were looking for a new way to do things. So when cleaning taller buildings, we now found drone technology, and we clean buildings with drones. So in what we do, cleaning these buildings with drones, it opened us up to clean taller buildings, and other things, other tall structures. And so I started looking around and talking to people and just using the same techniques that you taught as taught me as one of your students. I started reaching out to different people that were hotel chains, and things like that. And then came across somebody with Verizon that worked with Verizon, an engineer with Verizon, and just started a little conversation. And I mentioned what we do and ended up mentioning what we do. And we started this conversation. And we now will be cleaning towers for Verizon for the next 3 years. We've closed a 3-year, $20 million contract with Verizon Wireless. I mean, we went from being a $50,000, $100,000 a year income type business to myself, $2.2 million next year. That will be, that's just my portion of my area what I'll be cleaning. But we've gone even further than that. Now we're growing at such a rate that we're scaling our business that, we've started a franchise opportunity with, as I was originally, like I said, one of the first franchisees, but we've actually gone to a full all blown out franchise, $20,000 to lawyers just to set up a franchise. We've sold 2 franchises already. We're growing, and it's all because of, not just only because of that, because my partners were involved as well, but I brought the big deals to the table, and I brought those deals learning your techniques and utilizing them. I literally met the Verizon people on LinkedIn. I've contacted them on LinkedIn, and that's how we began this venture. This part of this company. We went from, like I said, cleaning houses and 1-story buildings to now cleaning Verizon towers, hotels, and now even municipal water towers. I've closed 2 deals to clean some municipal water towers, and got 6 towers to clean. And all of that came from contacts made through LinkedIn. We're multi-million-dollar company through the techniques that I learned from Max. I don't know what else to say, but thank you. As a matter of fact, I was trying to build a network marketing business. I never had really had any great success with network marketing until I started working with you, and I was working and like I said, it was kind of hard for me to move forward because my sponsor, who I'd become pretty close with, Jason Fisher, passed away. And when Jason died, it kind of took my air out of me, took my breath out. And I was just like, oh my God, I just couldn't carry on at that time. So I just was focusing on what I did day to day, my daily business. And then after a while, I said, you know what, let me see if I can make a few contacts on LinkedIn for my business. And then it just started blowing up because I just never got the air, to go back to my network marketing business. Not that I now know that if I needed to build that business, if I even had the time to focus on it, I could build an explosive network marketing company because of these techniques that I feel like maybe I haven't mastered, but I've gotten pretty good at. Both still kind of in that. Right now we're in that, okay, this all looks great and sounds great, but it's kind of like one of those things where as it's coming to fruition, it's like you almost think, God, this sounds too good to be true. But it is. and thank you again. And every now and then, I just had an opportunity. Today it's raining outside, and I had some guys that were going to go out and clean, and our whole day kind of got shut down because of the pouring rain here. So I was like, you know what? I saw that you were on, and I said, let me listen in with Max today a little bit.
Now, every day, I'll just repeat it. Every day, you're not talking to 4 or 5 people for your business. It's a lost day. Okay? It's a lost day. Peter, you're telling me your business is banned? Thousands and thousands of people are looking for your business. More than hundreds of thousands of people in Florida. All of you. I don't care what you're marketing or what you're selling. If you know who your ideal prospects are for your business. They are waiting to talk to you. I want to wish all of you a happy Halloween. We'll be back today at 4 o'clock. Tomorrow's a new month. Hope you round out October where you want to be, but for November and December, you can kill it in your business.